family, I guess. What's it like?
Yeah, I don't have a ton of people here, but a few for sure. It's just nice to be back in Washington. A lot of build-up to coming back here, having the NHL team. Great for not only Seattle, but where I'm from, Spokane, the whole in the Northwest and Pacific Northwest in general. Really excited about it. So yeah, cool experience to come check out the rink for the first time, and I'm excited to play in the game tonight.
They've been talking about an NHL team here in this area for a long, long time. Now that it's here, now that you're seeing the building, and just what are your thoughts on the whole process, I guess?
Yeah, it just makes it a little more real, I guess. You hear about it, you read about it, but when you actually come here and you get to experience it and witness it tonight in a game, it's going to be just going to make it a little more real and a cool thing for, like I said, the Pacific Northwest.
What do you remember about coming here in junior? Did you play in this site in junior?
Yeah, you're aging me a little bit. I did, yeah. I did. The old Key Arena. Yeah, I'm trying to remember what it was even like in here, to be honest, but obviously not. It doesn't look anything like it did then. But yeah, I remember it being pretty dark and not loving it too much. So it's a little different vibes now, a little better.
Do you remember how half of the arena was underneath one of the stands? Like
yeah, and there's
you couldn't see the net if you're sitting on.
A couple of areas where you couldn't see. Yeah, I knew that for sure. And they put the curtain up, and it'd be, really dark. I like the windows out there. You get kind of the natural light in. It's really nice. Yep.
Oh, just on the game tonight, I guess obviously a very good effort the other night.
Yep.
Your backhand is a little depleted still, and just what do you need to do to replicate that from the other night?
Yeah, we've had some young guys step up back there on the back end. We're a little depleted for sure, but I think the young guys have done a great job, jumping in there and playing simple and doing their jobs. So yeah, I think that's more of what we want to see from ourselves. Even we can be even better, to be honest. I think Pittsburgh dominated a little bit at certain points of the game, so we need to eliminate those. And Seattle tonight's a hard-working team. I know they're just coming off the road, so it's a good opportunity for us to jump on them early and establish our game early.
As a forward, how can you help some of those young guys? Because it's more obviously they're simplifying the game off the glass and everything. How do you help them?
Yeah, as a centerman especially, it's talking to them, getting back there, getting a hold up so the other team's not getting in on their throat right away, so they can have a little more time to make a play. Talking them through the plays, letting them know what's open, and then obviously just being back there for them. You don't want to get too stretched out and leave them hanging a little bit. So I think we've done a good job of that, and they've done a good job of making plays with the puck.
Getting those contributions from the D-men, is that a pretty big boost for you guys, being 16-5 on the year, just knowing you can get some good contributions from some young D-men back there?
Yeah, you mean scoring or just contributing in the lineup? Yeah. Oh, definitely. I think that's every team in the NHL is going to go through injuries, and you need someone and a bunch of guys, I guess, in this situation to be able to step up and contribute, and not just be a guy wearing a jersey, but be a guy that's making plays, and like you said, contributing. So I think that's huge for us, up and down the lineup, and it will be throughout the whole season. Thanks.
I want to ask you about the young backhand that you're icing. I guess they did a pretty good job the other night. Kind of expecting the same thing out of them tonight.
Hopefully it'll be one game better, But the one pair's got some good experience, but the other guys are inexperienced, but learning fast, and played a game the other night. There's some ups and downs in the game, but they hung in there and they found a way to get the job done for us. So hopefully there's some little things we can do a little better tonight, and hopefully we'll be a little better. But that being said, it's a big job that they're trying to take some big shoes to fill there. That jumped in and did a pretty good job.
Do you have to simplify kind of the way you break out of your zone, or do forwards have to help out a little with some of those young guys, or how do you kind of approach that?
All of the above. You talk about different things that can, you just try to manage the inexperience a little bit, and you're asking some players to make sure they're doing things. You still got to make good plays, but there's a risk reward factor that you have to have, and that's just where we're at right now.
You were here for a few years ago when
Yeah.
NHL hockey in Seattle was a concept. What's the meaning of being here for a game tonight?
So it's really neat. Like, first time seeing the arena, amazing job. And I remember one of the last walking through here just before they were tearing a lot of the stuff out of it and stuff. And it's to everybody involved. It's an incredible endeavor, and especially in a pandemic, to get it done in time. It's just an incredible. Like, our players today have been mentioning all day what a great facility this is. So it's credit to everybody involved that they got it done, and it's home of the Kraken now, which is really exciting.
Tim, have you had any moments where, like, hey, that was my idea?
No, there's a few things that when you look at things on blueprints, and you always wonder how they're going to come out, and things like talking about putting that tunnel in a block away to get in the rink. Really, a tunnel a block away, and then you come down the tunnel. You go, I remember that. Yeah, So some things like that are interesting. The scoreboards, all the conversation about the scoreboards, and would that concept work? And some things that are different. That it's exciting to see when you're at that concept stage and talking about it. The conversations that went into it, and you see what really comes out of it. It's great to see.
Being here at the initial stages of the Kraken and now seeing it come to life, does it make you feel proud of it? Like, you feel part of that?
You know what? I feel really honored to work with a group of people that made this happen, because there was a lot of balls in the air, I tell you, between and then you throw COVID on top of it. So Todd Lewicki and the people that were involved when I was here, just an incredible job. And some days I was wondering, boy, I'm not sure this is gonna fly. And they found a way to overcome all those challenges, which is a huge credit to them. And knowing the management staff, knowing the coach, stayed close to what they're doing a little bit. And it looks like it started off. Everything has gone off as well as can be expected, and they're moving forward. So it's great to see.
When it comes to the Kraken as a team itself, you know what you're going to get with them. They're a hard-working bunch.
Yeah, very hard.
They're going to bring it every night, right? I guess
they have good structure. They have a hard-working group, and they went on the road here this last little bit. Looks like they found some success. So we got to be ready for a hard game tonight for sure.
Looks like Stuart Skinner in there tonight. What
Yeah.
went into that decision to give him the start tonight?
Yeah, we just got to give Koski a break. Koski's played two real hard games for us, and Skins has been patient. It's just way to break it up. We got a lot of games coming here, and we're going to have to need both guys playing well.
Maddie's not here. Sorry, Maddie's not here, so I was going to ask you about injuries. How's that going?
Long list. We got some guys skating at home today. Nurse, Shore, Duncan Keith's not on the ice today. Smith is on the ice today back there. I think Cuckoo is starting to skate a little bit right now. He's not with the group. Holloway is back there. Who else am I missing? There's a lot.
I think that's it.
That's it. Yeah. So we'll see. I know Nurse was supposed to see get some more tests done today that will tell when he's ready to go. But he's been skating and working out. So once he gets the green light from the doctor to play, he'll be able to play.
What do you like about some of those changes you made to the forward group, and especially Yamo on the top line?
I like to try to keep a couple guys together, but as the game goes on, there's different scenarios you look at, you tweak things a little bit, just see if you can find something, and that'll continue to go that way. We've had Jesse down there. We haven't tried Jesse much with Draisaitl. We're going to try that tonight. So you just you tweak things a little bit and see how things go.
Cut it off there.
All right.
Thanks, Dave.
guys.
So with all the tickets you have to pay for, are you playing for free tonight, or how many people?
Surprisingly, I am actually. I didn't have to get any tickets, so a little happy about that.
I heard the number is close to 50 friends and family.
I think so. It's up in the air. I got a couple close buddies coming, school buddies, and then my parents are bringing a lot of people, so it'll be fun.
You played that preseason game that was in Everett. How
Yeah.
different is this going to be tonight?
Honestly, hockey's hockey. But I mean, this is the first time we're playing at this rink, so I'm excited, and I know this barn's probably going to be crazy.
Being from the area of Pacific Northwest, what is having an NHL team mean to this area, and I guess to this city?
Oh, it's awesome. This state's been looking for a team for a while. At least for me personally, growing up playing hockey, I would have loved to have a team when I was growing up, but super happy they got one, and excited to be playing in it.
You never played in the old Key Arena, did you? They were already in camp when you were playing.
Yeah, no, they were already gone.
What are the big crowds in Spokane, the big crowds in Kent, big crowds never tell you about why this was going to work?
The fans are just awesome. They always get up. They're super energetic throughout the game. They love hockey. Not the biggest hockey market, but they love hockey. They understand, and I think it's just gonna be a really good crowd tonight.
And then those friends and family get a chance to watch you on the top line with Connor McDavid. What do you think of just the chance to play on that line, and how you feel about the opportunity?
It's gonna be fun. He's the best player in the world for a reason. So anytime you can play with the best player in the world, you get pretty excited. So I'm excited, and hope it's gonna be a good one tonight.
How do you feel about your game? How's it coming along? It looks like you're kind of finding your stride again.
It's been good. It's definitely a learning process. Every year. I feel like last 10 or so games, I've started to find my game a lot more. So just trying to stay with that and just keep getting better.
When you have success so early and you come and you have a lot of success in it, that's a pretty good measuring stick to try and stay and get back to. I guess do you feel like the ebbs and flows of an NHL career, you had such a good success that it's tough to get back to?
Every career is going to have its ups and downs. I started out really hot, and definitely trying to work back to that pace. It's a tough league, though. There's a lot of good players out here, so it's hard to maintain that pace, but I try my best to keep trying.
Thank you.